Hello everyone, welcome to Business. I'm Sandra Esinam Apeno. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana has kept its policy rate unchanged at 14.5%. Speaking at a virtual conference, the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, cited growth concerns as reason for its decision.
While government stimulus packages for various sectors of the economy, including micro, small, and medium-term enterprises, is in the right direction to boost economic activity, the committee's view was that going forward, the 2021 budget should be focused on instituting measures to return the fiscal consolidation path with a view to building resilience and strengthening the pillars of the economy for a return to stability. The Bank of Ghana's latest forecast shows that inflation is currently above its upper limit, driven mostly by food prices. Adjusting for the unusual noise in the food inflation, the indications are that underlying inflationary pressures are stable. The bank projects a return of inflation to the medium-term target band by the second quarter of 2021, conditional on corrective fiscal measures being introduced in the near term. The committee was of the view that the current extraordinary circumstances, with a widened budget deficit and residual financing gap, would require some monetary restraint to preserve the anchors of monetary and macroeconomic stability. In the circumstances, the committee decided to maintain the policy rate at 14.5%.
Away from the policy rate, small-scale miners in the central region are calling for a reviewed strategy to combat alluvial mining. They say investments in the fight against the menace is yet to yield desired results due to defiance of recalcitrant dredgers. The Small-Scale Miners Association say offenders return within weeks of any operation to flush them out of their river bodies. Here's a report by Nanaya Ojima.
Miners here, together with national leadership, formed a task force to deal with dredges on the Ofin River. They worked under the Interministerial Committee Against Illegal Mining, led by Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng. Despite several operations to save the country's water bodies, quality continues to deteriorate since dredgers refuse to give up. Mr. Ayeke says government will have to improve its support for the task force to augment the association's efforts.
We should be doing the operation frequently. If you do it today, maybe next 2 weeks before you come, or 1 month, 6 months, before you come, they will come back to the water bodies. So we need a constant operation to get rid of them from the water bodies.
How do you think this can be made possible, the constant operation?
Constant operation can be possible when we have the logistics and the money, the funds. Though some of our big men have been sponsoring us, especially Professor Frimpong Boateng has been helping us somewhere along the line. The small-scale miners, the leaders, the executives, they have been supporting us. But still, it is not enough.
River Ofin has lost its drinking quality due to dredging of the waterbed for gold. Communities here who relied on the water now can use it only for other activities. Continued dredging has widened the course of the river and increased flood rates.
She says, we use it for domestic activities aside cooking and drinking. This is an extension of the river, but Ofin itself, we can't fetch it because it's too dirty. We are not to blame. These people are settlers. If you call for their arrest, other people will attack you.
Now, a renewed exercise by the central region has resulted in destruction of over 100 champagne boats in 4 days. Leader of the team, Bracey Ando, believes with the necessary equipment, they stand a chance of winning the war.
We stopped because of our vehicles and our equipment. We don't have equipment that we will use. So we are pleading that if the boat come, We will work very hard. You can see this boat. It doesn't belong to us. It belongs to somebody. And we just went and begged the person so that he will give us the boat. Without boat, you cannot work on this river.
From Dunkwao in the Central Region for Joy News, Nana Ojima reporting.
And before I go, flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, John Dramani Mahama, says his next administration will pay customers of all collapsed financial institutions their locked-up funds. Speaking at the outdooring of the party's running mate, Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, Mr. Mahama promised to make these payments within the first year of his government when elected. I'll be bringing you that story later in business. And that's all for now. I am Sandra Isenamapenu. Thanks so much for watching.